Hello everybody, it's Maikito. Quickly going over yesterday's picks. Only had one miss. That was Gallagher, higher than 1.5 tackles. When the game ended, he actually had 3 tackles, and for some reason, about 20 minutes after the game, got brought down all the way to 0. Sometimes players will end with like 2 and they take away 1, which I can see how that happens. But from him to go to 0, from 3 to 0, it's just crazy to me. I have no idea why they took away all 3 of his tackles, but that should have cashed. But Lookman didn't start, so that DMP'd. But Skamaka, higher than point 0.5 goals and assists. He hit, ended with 2. Pickford was low-key a sweat because he wasn't saving anything. They lost 6-0, but he ended with his 4 saves towards the end of the game, so that hit. Mavarashvili under 3.5 saves. I knew that was way too high of a line. He ended with 2. And then Atalanta, good thing I chose first half money line instead of just a full game, because after the first half they won 2-0, so that hit, but they ended up tying 2-2. But we chose first half 3 money line, and that hit for us. So 1 pick away from the sweep. Should have been a sweep, but on a good run so far, and hopefully we can keep it going with tomorrow's Champions League picks. I like these picks because both teams have to play hard. Both one team on each side both lost the game, so I like the fact that one team's gonna be the aggressor and one's likely gonna be defensive. So I like that. So for my first pick, I have Axel Witsel, lower than 37.5 passes, playing away from home for Atletico, going up against Dortmund. All these picks are in Champions League, UEFA Champions League. Last game at home, he only has 17 passes. I know he averages around like 40 or 50 or something, but this line is low for a reason. They're playing away after a win, so they're going to be playing very defensive. Atletico is known to play very defensive, especially when they want to hold the lead. And when they're defensive, that just means Dortmund is going to have more of the ball. Dortmund already had 67% of the ball last game, and they averaged the ball more at home, so Dortmund's going to have the ball even more likely next game. And it's just a good spot for Witsel to just be defending. I expect Atletico, I don't expect them to pressure them at all. The only way I can see this maybe missing is if Dortmund score 1 early, and now Atletico actually have to play aggressive. But even if that happens, I could see him getting subbed out if they end up losing. So I just like the fact that Dortmund are going to have more of the ball. He already went under last game, so I like Witsel to go lower than 37.5. If this gets bumped down to like 34.5, I wouldn't take it there. Just letting you guys know that. My next pick is his teammate. It is Jan Oblak, higher than 3.5 saves. He had 3 last game at home, so we just need him to get that 4th, and I think he will. Dortmund averaged 3.8 shots on target away from home, which is accurate because they had 4 on target last game, but they go from 3.8 to 6.0 on target at home, and now they're going to be even more aggressive because they need to shoot if they want to come back against Atletico, and Atletico is going to be absorbing the pressure and letting Dortmund come, but they're going to be defending them good. Oblak saved 71% of his shots, which is really, really good, one of the best in the world. So Dortmund's going to be shooting, Oblak's going to be there to stop them. And another thing is that Malen didn't play last game for Dortmund, and he's back this time, and he's one of those that if you follow my picks from the beginning, I take Malen. I've taken him before, and I've said shooters are going to shoot, and Malen is one of those players, especially at home. So he's going to be one of those. I just like the fact that he's back now for Dortmund at home when they need to be aggressive, and he's going to be shooting. So that's just more opportunities for Oblak to save. So like Oblak higher than 3.5 saves. My next pick is on the other side. I'm targeting this game because I feel like I have a better read on the teams and the players. It is for Dortmund, Julian Brandt, higher than 1.5 shots. He came off the bench last game, only played 1 half, and just in that 1 half he had 3 off the bench because they were losing. And now they're going to be even more aggressive, like I said before. He averages 2 shots in the Champions League at home, and he likes to take long shots. So I keep saying they're going to be aggressive, and that's just trying to emphasize the fact that they need to win. So I don't expect them to not shoot. And if Brandt has the opportunities, he's going to shoot because he likes to take long shots. A little over half of his shots in the Champions League have been from outside the box, long shots. So if given a chance, he's going to shoot, and we need him to get 2. He got 3 off the bench. So like Brandt to go higher than 1.5 shots. Before I get into my next pick, I just want to give a quick shout out to my partner Underdog Fantasy. You can use code Maikito to match your first deposit up to $100. I appreciate anybody who uses that. I also have my Cashapp linked in the description if you guys are feeling generous and want to donate. We've been doing really good lately, so anything that you guys send really helps. I'm trying to get this video out as soon as I can for you guys, so I appreciate anybody who does use those. And my last pick is Jules Koundé, higher than 1.5 tackles, playing at home for Barcelona, going up against PSG. He had 2 last game against them. He, on average throughout the season, he averages 1, a little over 1. It's just whether he'll get that second, and I think he will, because the reason why he averages 1 is because when he plays most teams in La Liga, they have high position of the ball, and he has no reason to defend because most of the time they don't need to. But in big games, when he actually has to defend and he's playing against good attacking teams, I'll just read you the games. Playing against Atletico Madrid, he had 2. Napoli, he had just 1. Bilbao, he had 3. Napoli, he had 3. Real Madrid, he had 3. And then Atletico, he had 2. So out of those 6 games, he went over in 5 out of 6. So in big games when he actually needs to defend and he's going against good attacks, he seems to go over this mark, and he's gonna have to stop Mbappe and Dembele. These players are gonna be they like to dribble. It's not like they pass around. They like to dribble, and Koundé's gonna need to be there to stop them. And I feel like he's gonna have plenty of opportunities for him to try to stop Mbappe and Dembele and Barcola and all of the PSG attack. And if you look at the last 5 games that PSG have played, where Mbappe plays, like he starts the game where he's not benched, the opposition right backs where Koundé plays, they have gone over this mark in the last 5 out of 5 games. They've had 3, 3, 3, 2, and 2. So I think this is a good opportunity for Koundé to show why he's a good defender, and he's gonna need to defend if they want to keep the lead against PSG. They're gonna be aggressive. He's gonna have to be there to stop them. Mainly Mbappe, because he likes to play on the left, which is where Koundé is gonna be playing on PSG's left and Barcelona's right. So like Koundé to go higher than 1.5 tackles. Those are all the picks I have for you guys. I didn't choose any money lines because there's only 3 games tomorrow, 2 of them Champions League. In the England, those are all the picks I have for you guys. I didn't do any money lines because there's only 3 games, 2 of them being Champions League and 1 being England Championship. You can take a look at Southampton, but I just feel like lately with those teams, it's heavily juiced towards Southampton, but I can see the game being a draw if Southampton don't score, because Preston are one of those where away they don't score much, but they don't concede much. So I wanted to avoid that game. And then the PSG Barcelona game, I thought about looking at Barcelona props, but I feel like anytime you think you can trust Barcelona, they will let you down and choke. So I'm trying to avoid that one as well. And then the only one that I kind of liked was the Dortmund money line, just because I can see maybe Dortmund winning and the game going to extra time, and extra time doesn't count towards money lines. So I'll look at the lineups tomorrow. The only one that I kind of like is the Dortmund money line. You can get that at plus money. But other than that, those are all the picks I have for you guys today. I appreciate you all for watching. Hopefully we can keep the streak going and cash out tomorrow on Champions League. But those are the picks I have. If I have more picks, I will add them in the description of the video, of this video right now. So make sure to go back and look at those just in case I do add any more. But again, thank you all for watching, and hopefully y'all have a good night.